Come here. Tell me, how do you feel about this corona? Do you know what it is?
It's a virus.
Okay, it's a virus, and do you know how it was created and what happened?
Mm-hmm.
And why is it different to other viruses?
Because it's stronger than other viruses.
And what makes it to be stronger than other viruses, you think?
Because it spreads around quickly.
It spreads around quickly. And do you know why it spreads around quickly?
To get to all of us quicker.
It seems like the virus is in the rush to get to everybody quickly, isn't it, huh? Now, this virus, do you want me to tell you what happened?
Yeah.
The this information is from countries like Iran, Italy, and the study they are doing on it to find out more and what they are doing, to recover from this thing. What you hear on the news is just about people dying and people not recovering and everything, but there are lots of people they are recovering, so if you do the right thing you can recover. Now what happened is animals, they have their own viruses, so their body, they have antipotent antiviruses in their body ready to fight with it. Now what happened is human, they have their own viruses, so like flu or influenza, we are used to it. Our body is ready to fight with it, so as soon as it comes in your body, your body fight with it. After a few days it goes out. But what happened is with corona, this virus, some people, they said it was made in the lab in China because they are doing lots of research on the virus and everything, and accidentally came out. Some people, they say it just mutated from an animal to human in a animal market, where people go and buy meat and everything. Anyway, the difference between this virus and every other virus is the ability of this virus to mutate very quickly, and it changes its RNA and DNA very quickly to adapt to the new host and new body. So that makes it easy for it to jump from the animal to human, and then now mutate it very quickly to jump from human to human. And we are very lucky at the moment is not jumping from human to animal. If it starts going from human to animal, then all the birds gonna get sick, all the dogs, all the pet at home, everybody's gonna get sick, and that's become really dangerous. And that's why the government are trying really hard to stop this, to go more further and trying to find a vaccine for it. What makes it difficult for this virus, for government to find a vaccine for it, is because this virus, it changes very quickly, so it's got different characteristics, and that's make it difficult for the government to be able to come up with a vaccine very quickly for it, because that's what they need to test so many people to find out how it's behaving on the people and how is affecting each individual, to be able to study this virus, and that's why they are telling everybody not to come outside, so they can manage it, and that's lots of people, they go outside and they don't care. But what we are done for last 2 weeks, 3 weeks nearly, no? It was me about 2 weeks. You been at home, didn't go to college?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we took precaution, we took you outside the college, we took you outside school, and you stayed at home, which it prevented you from getting anything from the people in the college. Also, we do our online shopping, on the internet, and only like mommy goes outside or me go outside to pick up some essential supply. We don't go outside, so we have less chance of catching it and bringing it home. Now, also, when mommy goes outside, she covers herself with plastic. She covers her hat, her hair with a hat. She covers it with the plastic as well. She's got one of those rain cover. The reason is, do you know why she does that?
Why?
Because this virus, when it jumps from person to person in the distance of 2 meters, it goes and stays on your clothes and stays on the surfaces for few hours. Yeah, so that's why mommy wear that plastic cover all over herself when she goes outside. It doesn't matter if people laugh at her. but we need to make sure we don't bring it home inside our house for you guys. Yeah. So she take that cover out in the car before she comes in, and also every shopping she does, you can see when she bring it in. Before it goes in, we clean them, we wash them, we spray them, we wipe them. We leave them here for 70 hours, 72 hours. So if it's still on, on the body of this stuff, we don't take it in our fridge. We don't take it inside the house, and that's why we are doing that.
We might have to go out to the shops anyway, but because what if the internet's not working? What are you gonna do?
At the moment, the internet is working. There's no point being worried about something
and you can't
which is not happening. Well, that's the thing. At the moment, it's working. So we are very lucky. We are in a time which we have internet. So at the moment, the internet is working, and hopefully it's gonna be working. There is no point being worried about something which is not happened yet. If the internet goes down, then we come up with something. Then we, if you have to go to the shop, we go to the shop more often to get supplies. But that's the reason why we are not going out. We are not going to restaurant. We are not continuing same as normal. I understand you have, this autism, and you like to do routine, and you like to, know exactly what you're doing, and continue with your routine all the time, and you don't like to change. But this is a good opportunity for you to learn. Actually, you have a family to support you, but you have to understand the life goes on. Every 10 years we have a virus. Sometimes it's big like this one. Sometimes it's smaller like SARS, or other viruses we had the last few years. Every 10 years we have financial crashes. Every 10 years we have a stock market meltdown. People lose their job. Businesses close. Businesses open. So you have to start thinking about it in a positive way. Otherwise, if you just want to focus on how many people died and how many people, yes, whatever happens, some people they die, some people lose their life, but some people they continue. Life continues. Even if I go tomorrow, you can continue your life. That doesn't mean you have to stop living, because I'm not here. And my job at the moment here is trying to help you to get used to the change and be able to change, even if I'm not here. I'm not worried at all. Do you know what I'm not worried about? What I'm not worried about at all? Because everybody's scared of dying. I'm not scared of dying, because I don't see as dying as somebody's life finish. I see dying as different form of life starts and you continue. Also in 2010, I had a bike accident. I was scared, I was depressed before, and I was very anxious before. But God gave me 17 minutes out of my body, and it was an amazing experience. I asked lots of questions from God, and I learned a lot. And when I came back, I'm not worried. And last 10 years, I've been living like how I'm living now. I live in the last hour of life. So for the last 10 years, I've been imagining I only have 1 hour. That's why I have a life plan, which I outline everything here for 10 years plan. This is my life plan for the next 10 years, what I want to do. Also, it has a plan for the next 90 years with all provision about things like this happen. For example, 5 years ago, I wrote inside this book, what if there is something coming, pandemic, or something big comes and affects everybody's financial, what I would do. And I've got a plan in there what I'm going to do when this happens. So that's why I'm not worried, because I thought about it before and I wrote it down. So I'm not surprised it's happening. That's what you need to do as well. So don't be surprised about it. If I'm not here tomorrow, you can use my book and continue. And if you need my advice, you can just open my book, read my book, see what I've been saying and what I've been, I would have done in the situation.
I just wish we didn't have this situation.
Well, I wish too. I wish we didn't have the situation as well. But you can't change it. Is this in your control of not having the situation? No, it's not.
No, but it's my wish.
Exactly, but it's your wish, but it's not in your control. So there's no point being worried about it. What you need to learn is these things happen. Viruses come, all these things happen, life change, people way of living change. Now, what I can suggest you to do, instead of seeing corona and the virus as a bad thing and start hating it, I think we should see it as a positive thing. It's here to, make the earth to have balance. is doing a lot of amazing stuff, a lot of good stuff. I know it's killing people, but that's a negative side of it. But you can see it in a positive way of, it's reducing the pollution in the air. No way the air would have been this clean, this quick, if this virus wasn't there. Suddenly all the pollution has gone down in China, in all these countries. No power in the world would have been able to reduce all this pollution and clean the air and make all these birds coming out and all these things coming. No power would have been able to do this. Also, no power would have been able to force people to sit at home, to spend time with their kids and have more family time and do the things they love to do more. But this virus is doing this. But people who they are not listening and they are going outside, they're getting it. And then also they don't look after themselves, so that's why they die.
Like, going to the restaurant is not something really, really important. You can go anytime.
Exactly.
To see your family, to go to the restaurants, make cakes.
Exactly.
But to buy food, that's really important.
And is that what you're worried about?
No, not really, but it's just... I just want it to go quickly.
It will go. It's not here to stay. Corona is not, you don't have this experience, but I had this experience. I lived in Iran, when I was a child. I was 9 years old and Saddam Hussein, Iraq attacked Iran. And America, they gave Iraqi people, chemical weapon. Because they just made that and, it was very dangerous, and they was testing it on us, So they gave it Saddam Hussein and Saddam Hussein was throwing it at us. And it got to the point where he started to attack a school. He was a very unkind person. So he started to attack a school. That's why all the government, they had to shut down all the school. And us as a kid, we had to stay at home and be educated at home for 9 months. Now, also government wouldn't help us, wouldn't give us any money. So we had to stay at home and just survive on what we had at home. My mom had to learn how to make bread at home and, just making stuff at home and, just eating the stuff at home. Because everything else, which was fresh, it was poison, because he threw the chemical bomb in the area, on the farm and stuff, and we couldn't buy fresh stock. So we just had to use, tin the stuff and, can the stuff. So I'm used to it. That's why I'm not scared of it. And for 9 months, we couldn't go out. If you would have gone outside the house, your mouth would have had bubbles coming out of it, you would have collapsed and you would have died. That's it. But it passed. It finished. I was worried when I was your age. I was worried if that situation is gonna finish, and it finished. It went away, but it took 9 months for it to finish. But it went away. No situation is here to stay. Also, the corona is gonna go. It's not gonna stay here. It's gonna go. But the matter is what people do with their time at the moment at home, and what they're gonna do after this corona is finished. This is what they need to focus. When the corona finished, what am I gonna do? What's my plan? How am I gonna change the way I've been living? Am I gonna change the way I behave? I think corona is here to make people love each other. Have you seen on the news and everywhere how people start to help each other, offering free help, and nobody's trying to rip anybody off at them? Well, we have scammers outside. But people start to offer help to each other, and people are getting closer on earth. So corona, if you see it as, is here to bring love and care and cleanness, and it's here to update everybody and move you to the next level of life. Or you can see that, oh my God, it's here to kill everybody, I'm gonna die. Well, guess what? When you are thinking like that, you're gonna get it and you're gonna die anyway.
Negative thoughts
yes,
are positive.
Negative thought becomes positive. Exactly. So it's better to
there's a good
see
side
the
of
problem.
corona.
It's better to see the problem, appreciate it, say thank you for it. Because you're here, I know you're here, I know your purpose. Thank you for you being here and doing all this stuff. But please, we understand your purpose, and you done your job. Earth is getting cleaner, people are getting closer, people are loving each other more. You're here to create love. So please now you can leave, but we continue to the way we are living. We try, you can, yes.
You can hear us. So,
yes.
So if we talk to go outside and then talk to corona,
you don't need to go outside. You can talk to it in your head. And enough positive energy goes out there, it's going to create that positive energy in the universe.
And I don't like that.
No bad thing like
I guess
But the only problem is if you start seeing everything negative, if you start seeing everything in a bad way, you know, and it's gonna come to you, you know. So that's why is, you know, what you do every night, you know, you sit down and you write 5 things to be thankful for. You know, I'm thankful for having mom and dad. I'm thankful for, you know, all this stuff you're writing is because of that, to keep you in a positive mood, in positive, you know, way of thinking, because it's your choice how you want to think. You know, who do you think is going to live happier at this situation? Somebody who's just thinking, oh my God, I don't have no money. Oh my God, I lost my job. Oh my God, you know, I've got corona, I'm going to die. Or somebody who sees the positive side, we will strive. We're going to go forward. Positive. After this finish, we're going to be better. We're going to, you know, have better businesses. I'm going to start doing this. Let me do some reading, do some learning. You
positive side.
Exactly. You know, they don't even feel it. The time finishes, corona goes, and then they're going to strive after.
The reason why the positive side, they survive longer is because they not keep reminding themselves of the corona. Because if you keep saying, I hate the corona, you're going to get the corona, and then you're going to die like that. Exactly. You keep repeating it.
Exactly. This coronavirus is something same as everything else which exists on the planet, on Earth. But it was created by us. It's not the God fault, it's the human fault, you know. Because of all the experiment we do, we just created this now, you know. Or because of what we do, you know, in everywhere, God advised you to not to eat some certain animal, but some people, they eat whatever, you know. So I don't know, it's because of that or it's because of his handmaid, whatever it is. At the moment, this problem is here, and we can't do anything about it for being here.
Just stay at home.
The only thing we can do about it is to see what can you do. Wash your hand.
Stay at home.
You know, stay at home.
Don't go outside a lot.
Don't go outside a lot. Exactly. You know, and make sure you wash. You know, everything comes in the house. You know, you wash it, you clean it.
Be careful how much supplies you're using.
Yes. You know, so don't overuse your supplies to finish quicker, because then you have to go to the shop more.
And then that's how you get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't know if the workers, when they go to work, they didn't listen, they might have the virus.
Exactly.
They touch the things they made.
Exactly. That's why mommy wear gloves. That's why mommy wear mask. That's why mommy covers herself.
Can the coronavirus sit on your hair?
You can sit on your hair as well. Yeah. It stays there for 2 hours, 3 hours. Yes.
And then that's how you catch it.
That's why when mommy come in. That's why when mommy come in, even though she covered her hair, what did she do? Straight she went to the shower. She washed herself, all her body, her hair, and then she came out and she sit down. Because we don't want to bring anything from outside inside the house.
Like, it's like the bakers, they might have the virus because they're coming to work. And then
but the good thing is, the coronavirus dies. You know, this is what they've been saying. On the temperature over 37 degrees, not 27, 37 degrees is gonna die. So, as long as you can warm up something or you can cook something, it's okay to eat.
Tea hot enough.
Tea. That's why tea is good. Yeah.
Very hot tea.
Not very hot tea, but you know, more than the body temperature. Body temperature is when you drink it, you feel like it's like a warmish water, but you want it little bit to just be hotter than that.
So basically,
but you don't want to burn your tongue.
You don't want to drink it like straight away after you made it.
No, you just have to wait and cool it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this coronavirus is here now. Are we okay with that? Yeah. We can't do anything about it, can we?
Having to change the way I do something is making me worried.
That's what it is. I understand, you know, where you're coming from, and I understand your frustration, because you know, I understand how the autism people feel. You learn from your experience, and when you've done something in the past, you want to continue doing that. I understand that, but you need to understand life changes, the world changes. Now, if you don't change with it, it becomes very difficult. You know. Now that's why you have your brother, you have your sister here to help you, but you need to communicate, you need to talk to people. You shouldn't be just sitting there at home and just thinking, and thinking there is no help for you. Because there is lots of help for you. That's why you got brother and sister, you know. There are lots of phone numbers, you know, you can phone them and talk to them, and you know, they can explain to you this and stuff. Some people, they find it difficult to see the future and how amazing it's going to be after. People only see now, right now, I'm in a mess, I'm going to be, that's it, I'm going to be dead, that's, you know. So many people, they're going to have problems. We're going to have lots of suicide people. We're going to have lots of people killing themselves. Just because they can see the future. They can see more further away.
Can adapt to change.
They can adapt to the change. Exactly. Yeah, that's why we are here, to help you, to assure you everything is okay, and you don't need to be worried. You feeling better?
When I left college, like for 2 weeks, and I was worried that I was going to be behind when I go back, but now I don't need to be.
Exactly.
That I got lots of stuff to do at home.
But the thing is also maybe later on, you know, colleges change. You know, this is the best time ever. You are not going to school at the moment. In a school, they are not giving people proper education. You know, how to manage money. That's why everybody's struggling, because people don't know how to manage money.
They don't teach you about money.
They don't teach you about money
at
at
school. They just teach you how
school.
to work for jobs.
Exactly, just how to find a job. Just look for. That's why everybody suddenly go mad and start looking for job, because they don't know how to manage the money and, you know, trying to work for somebody to get paid. You know. But if you know how to deal with money and manage money, yeah, and how to run a business, then you're okay. That's what you're learning at home, and I'm actually glad you're at home, because I can teach all of you how to run a business. You know, how the business needs to be run. And maybe, you know, the colleges move online as well. You know, maybe instead of going to the college, from now on they're gonna say, you know what, this is a link at 9 o'clock. Just log in, talk to your teacher, get the homework, go and do it. That's it. I know you like to go and socialize and see people, but there are other ways of socializing and seeing people. You know, this is the time now for us, after this corona is finished, to invent new way of socializing with people. Maybe until now we've been shaking hand with everybody. From now on, nobody shake hand with anybody, because we don't know, you know, where the hand has been. And that's the reality of it. You know, I never shake hand with anybody because I don't know where their hand has been, even before corona. Because maybe they put their hand in the pants, or maybe they put it in nose, or yeah.
That's the only reason I like it, is because I get to socialize with other students.
Yeah, so you are very lucky this happened now while you are here, so we can help you to learn different way of socializing with people.
But when I'm at home, I don't really get to do that.
But that's why you have brother and sister. That's why I've got you 3 brothers and sisters, so you're not alone.
3 brothers and sister? Daddy.
You know, that's why you all need to be close.
You know, this coronavirus, is it also trying to say everything's going to be going online?
Yeah, so it's trying to update everybody. It's trying to force everybody. You know what? Life is moving. Life is changing. Everything's going online. Your shopping is going online. No force would have been able to move everybody online and prepare them for 20th century. The corona is preparing everybody for 20th century. Life online.
Like a couple of years ago.
And 5 years ago, what did I do? What did I say to you? I said everything needs to go online. And that's why I started learning. That's why I started reading. That's why I started, you know, about making the courses. You know, the property course I've got? Yeah. I made for people, you know, in 2 languages, is online. You know, the stock market courses, which is online in 2 languages for people. Everything is moving online, you know. So
a couple of years ago,
that's what you are doing. What are you doing? You're teaching people, you know, internet marketing, and everything's online. Everything is online.
Yeah, like a couple of years ago.
But you see, we planned it. Yeah, we knew in 5 years' time this is gonna happen. We are not saying we knew corona is gonna come, but we knew something is gonna happen. Yeah, and for anticipation of this, that's why we prepare ourselves. Now, people who they haven't prepared themselves, they need to start thinking now. What can they do for the next problem? You know, because this problem is gonna come. You know, we always have it. Every 10 years we have something like it. It's not something unusual, but this one is the bigger one. You know, it's a little bigger than a normal one.
I said a couple of years ago that Primark and Asda and all these shops, they're gonna start going online.
Yeah, everything's going online. Everything's gonna go online.
All the shops are gonna close down. I think
we're gonna have restaurants. We're gonna have more better bars, and you know, the people are gonna socialize just in that sense. You know.
And Asda's.
That's it. But the shoppings and everything is gonna move online.
That's why we don't want us to just.
Also, lots of people are gonna lose their job. When they lose their job, what's gonna happen? They're gonna become more creative. They're gonna create more jobs. You know, it's gonna be more businesses online. There's gonna be more businesses. Out of this, lots of new businesses gonna come out. Lots of people, they wanted to do a business, but they was busy working 24/7. Now they got a time to sit at home and come up with
And now they're gonna be entrepreneur.
Yes, they're gonna be entrepreneur. You know. Even if they haven't done the learning, they're gonna start doing the learning.
Thank you, coronavirus.
So it's not all negative and bad, you know. That's why all you can do. What can you do right now?
Stay at home, wash your hands.
Stay at home, wash your hands, pay attention to hygiene, do learning, make sure you are busy, do exercise.
Hop around the house.
You can't do anything else. So is there any point of being worried about something you can't do anything about it?
No.
So. Do you think you should be worried about corona at the moment?
No.
No. But in anticipation, if this happens, I have cooked food for 2 weeks. For 3 weeks, I have cooked food. I cook lamb curry, I cook chicken, and I put all of them in freezer. You know how to make egg? Also, you know how to make tea. Yes? You know as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to be teaching you how to defrost the food from the fridge.
Just put in a microwave.
You put in the microwave,
How
4 minutes.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you put in a pot and you just put the pot on.
Make the rice. I know how to make the rice.
You know how to make the rice? Well done.
Wash the rice first.
That's it.
Put three
Now,
bowls.
if me or mommy, we got this corona because we keep going out and doing shopping and everything, yeah? In case, this is what's gonna happen. Corona, what it does, it goes in your mouth, or it goes in through your nose, or it goes through your eye, yeah? Or through your ear, yeah? These are the point where your skin is not protecting you. Wherever your skin is protecting you, you are okay. It's not gonna go through there.
Can it go in here?
No, because you have a skin. Your skin is the
But you can sit on there.
As long as your skin is not ripped or is not damaged,
But you can sit on there.
You're okay. You can sit
on
on there.
and
That's
then
why
you
you
go
wash
like
it exactly.
And it goes.
That's why it says don't touch your face.
Wash hands.
Yes. So when you wash your hand with the soap, 20 seconds, with warm water, and then you can use a cream to put cream on your hands if it goes dry. Yeah. So this is what you have to do. But in case of if somebody get it, or maybe I get it, yeah. I'm not gonna say mommy, but I say I get it. When it comes, first of all, when it comes in your mouth, it goes through your nose and it goes and sits in your throat. Yeah. So you're gonna have an itchy, throat. So what you have to do this 4 day, this virus is in your throat. Is very important what you are doing. Now, have you noticed I wash my throat with the salt and water?
Yeah.
It's because of that. Yeah. So when I wake up in the morning and my throat is itching a little bit, I don't wait for it. I make warm water.
Straight away.
Straight away warm water before I eat anything or drink anything or anything. Yeah, very quickly, because it takes like 2 hours just for this virus to just goes bigger and bigger and goes all over your body. Yeah. And goes to your lung. Yeah. So it's very important. As soon as you feel itchiness in your throat, don't wait. Even if it's middle of the night, don't wait for tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning is going to be more worse. Tiny bit of itching. You need to get up and make warm water. Not hot, but it shouldn't be cold. Yes, so boiled water, let it cool down. Always have it on the side, and it has to be warm. Yeah, 1 glass of water and 1 teaspoon of salt. You put in there. So when you test the water, it should test little bit salty, not too salty to to make you cough and vomit and everything. Yeah, but it has to test little bit salty.
Oh.
Yeah, so 1 teaspoon of salt in there.
Teaspoon, little spoon.
Yes, and then you wash your throat with it 3-4 times, and then you put it in your hand and you sniff it up to your nose.
Put in your hand.
The water you put in your hand, and then you sniff it. It goes in your nose. Yes.
So you get the cup and you just go like that, and you.
Yes. So it goes in your nose, and then the other side, and then blow your
and then
nose.
it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel weird.
Yes. So that's to clean your nose and to your throat. If this virus has gone to your nose or to your throat, because if you can kill it while it's in your nose or while it's in your throat, then it's not gonna go to your lung. That's it. This is finished. It's done.
If it gets to your lung, then.
Now, also it's very important. Every 20 minutes, you have to drink warm water, hot water. Tea. Something warm, that's why every 20 minutes or 25 minutes, me and mommy, we keep drinking tea, because we keep going outside and coming. Yeah, so we want to make sure if it's gone in, then we prevent it. That's why we keep drinking tea, or every 20 minutes, half an hour. Before I didn't used to drink tea, but now I drink tea. Yeah, tea, because it's warm, it goes in there, and this virus doesn't survive more than 27 degrees. So the body is 37. That's why this virus chooses to go to your lung, because the lung is a cooler place than anywhere else. That's why it goes to the lung. But when you are drinking or eating something hot, yeah, it helps the body to kill that virus more quicker. Yeah. That's why in some country they said, even with a hair dryer, hold under your nose, not too close to burn your skin, but hold under your nose so the warm air goes into your nose, to get to the virus if it's in your nose. Yes, and it worked actually when I done it a few weeks back. When I had this dryer. Anyway, these are the things you can do to stop it, so you don't get it. But if you get it and you are very unfortunate and it's gone to your lung now, you can't do anything about it. There is no vaccine, there is no medicine for it. No, still you can get cured, but you are going to have slowly, you're going to have a harder cough. You're going to have
cough after cough.
Yes, you're going to have dry cough. Also, it's very important to cover your mouth, or hold something in front of your mouth so you don't cough it out to everybody else. Also struggling to breathe. These are all of the signs. And also you're gonna have high temperature. Now, when the body have high temperature, the brain doesn't function really well because it's too busy to fight with the virus. So when you have high temperature, you're gonna have nightmare. You're gonna say the stuff you shouldn't say. Maybe if your high temperature is really high, you say stuff you shouldn't say. Swearing, maybe you see that person is not as patient as before.
So
is more angry.
Crazy.
You feel like he's a crazy person, but it's not crazy.
Wrong. It's because of the temperature.
It's because of their temperature, So nighttime, maybe they are sleeping. They're gonna be hallucinating. They're gonna be screaming. They're gonna have nightmare.
We shouldn't swear back at them all.
No, so you have to understand that person is screaming and doing all this stuff. It's not because they hate you or they have problem with you. It's just because their temperature is high. So what you can do to help them?
Get them.
You have to get the bucket
of water.
The bucket of cold water, not cold,
like
but also not warm. Just touch of cold, but you don't want it to be warm because you want to have the temperature to come down. What you can do in that moment is to make sure the temperature comes down.
And then
so you get the bucket of water, put it there, put their feet in there, and keep splashing the water on their body. Take their clothes off, take their trousers off. Remember when you had temperature, I had to do this? So you make sure their body cool down. Maybe get the cloth with wet the cloth inside the water and rub it all over the chest.
Really cold.
Yes. Then they might get really cold. They start shaking.
Blankets.
Yes.
Cold.
So when they feel really cold, this is not the normal cold. They are not going to be warmed up just with a normal blanket. You can't just get a blanket. They are not going to warm up like this. So what you have to do, you have to make sure they wear, 2-3 of your jacket. My jacket, not your jacket. It's not going to fit me. So wear my jacket. Close the zip, keep me warm. Put the blanket on me until I feel warm again. Then again, when I feel too warm, I'm going to start feeling, warm again. My temperature is going to go up again. You're going to keep doing this. And after 3 or 4 days, if we can control, the only reason people die is because the temperature goes too high and body can't cope with it. That's the only reason why people die, because the temperature goes so high and body can't cope with the high temperature. If you can, the secret is here, if you can control the temperature of the body. Now this information for you guys online is from people who, they are doctors, nurses in Italy, in Spain or in Iran, and they actually cured themselves using these techniques. This is not all about dying. Not everybody dies. The only people that die are the people who they don't know how to control the temperature. If you know how to control the temperature and bring the temperature down, also cope with the shake because you are cold by wearing a lot of stuff, you're gonna feel too cold, So after 2 or 3 days, your body can cope with it and it's gonna go away. Now, what we are doing at the moment, we also taking vitamin, aren't we? Yeah, every one of us, we taking vitamins. So before we get sick, it's very important to start taking vitamins. What kind of vitamin is very important? Vitamin C is debatable at the moment. Not everybody's sure if vitamin C is helping. Some people, they say vitamin C is actually is helping the corona instead of helping the body to recover. But zinc, take zinc with a tablet. Vitamin A, the vitamin B group, anything from vitamin B group, take it from now, start taking it, so your body has it in it ready. So if anybody get it, at least you have the vitamins in your body. Vitamin E, vitamin A, vitamin D and zinc are very important for your body to have if you get the corona. That's why we are taking one tablet, multivitamin, which has got the zinc and it's got the vitamin E and vitamin D in it. We already taking it one every day, each one of us. So the body is ready for it. If it gets attacked, then it can cope with it. There's no point taking the zinc when you are sick. You have to take it now while you are not sick. This is very important. And also, if you get sick, it's very important how to control the temperature by washing your feet, or teach people who they are around you how to do it. Because if you get sick, then they don't know what to do, and then you can't do it yourself. Trust me. I even cooked food. Also, I even ordered, food in a basket of online from shop online, and all the kids have to do is just to go there, press the button on the basket, choose the basket, and reorder that order again. That's all they have to do. So they can do that, so I don't need to go online and try to even order food. And also my credit card registered there already. They know my PIN number already. My son knows my PIN number already. And this is to get it better. This is very important, and that's what I've been educating them and teaching them, how to cope with it and how to control my temperature if I get it, and how to control my shake if I'm feeling too cold, and what they have to do. This is very important. Also, I have a life plan which I wrote, is about 300 pages about all aspects of my life, the 12 category of my life, everything, how I would have want my kids to grow up, how I want my finances to be, and everything. I've got all that written. 5 years ago, I wrote it down, provided the provision and what's going to happen if this happen, what's going to happen if that happen. So I wrote everything down. Now, if something happened to me and I'm not here, the kids can go there, look at my book, and they know exactly in that moment what decision I would have made. That's all I can do. There's no point being worried. Is there any point to be worried?
No.
I'm not worried. Now, we put this hard chat aside, we can go and live our life and just enjoy the moment we got. That's all we have. So all you have to do, just make sure you are prepared for it and don't be upset. Or the main thing, one of the reasons people die because of corona is panic. They panic. As soon as somebody told them you got corona, they panic. They have heart attack before corona kill them and they die. The main thing is, if somebody told you you got corona, don't panic. Don't be scared. Focus. This is very important in that moment, to focus and get things right. And prepare yourself now by taking vitamins and everything. I hope you don't get it, but in case, but the better thing is to be prepared. The worst thing you can do is to panic. There is no panic. Treat it as a normal cold. 3 or 4 days, I promise you, it goes away. I know more than 1,000 people from all this infected country which they've been cured and they got better because they treat it as a normal cold. But they learn how to control the temperature. This is very important. The people who they are dying are the one they are panicking, they are scared of it, and also they don't know how to control it. Very important to know how to control the temperature. The reason people die of corona is not because of the infection in the chest, it's because of the high temperature. The body goes really into high temperature and the body can't cope with it and the brain shut down. So very important to be able to control the shake, coldness and the heat of the body by washing the feet and using a cloth and everything. And that's what I've been teaching my kids. Now, I might not be able to cook for them, so I already cook food for them. It's in a freezer. All I have to just warm it up and they can eat. Also, they have the phone number for takeaway. Also, they got my card, everything. So they can just do it. It's not bad idea to teach them what to do. This is a situation which is better to be prepared, but hopefully it's not gonna happen. If it didn't happen, it's a new experience. Your kids learn a new skill, and maybe one day it's gonna help them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's been useful. These are the things what I'm doing at the moment. Very important, the 4 day when you get corona, you start itchiness in your throat. Very important to wash your throat with the salt and water. Keep drinking warm water to kill it there and then before it goes to the lung. Even if after it goes to the lung, that doesn't mean you are gonna die. So stop panicking about dying. Still, you can get better. There are lots of people that are getting better, lots of people are getting cured. But from the beginning, try to not to go outside so you don't get it. Then you don't have to deal with all this. That's my message today to you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't as positive as usual chat I have with my kids, but sometimes you have to have this important chat with your kids as well. How do you feel, Kima? Do you feel like you know what you have to do now?
I don't feel really happy about this situation.
But do you feel better because you know what you have to do?
Kind of.
Okay, that's good. See you guys.